Here's Eddie Goldstein.
All right. All right. Live demo hour. How many people are ready for a good show today? Nice. 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 How many people are having a great time so far at the ASTC conference? It is a thrill to be back here doing the live demonstration hour. I do not know exactly how many years we've been doing this. It's about 30 years that I've been doing the live demonstration hour, and this is going to be an awesome show. So we want you to get ready. Folks who are back over there, if you want to slide in a little bit, there's some seats if you want to slide in over there and get going. You do not want to be in this front area over there. You will find out why in a little while. But that is not the place that you want to be. Folks are still coming on over, but we're not going to do any more waiting. We're going to get this show on the road. The first gentleman whom I would like to introduce to you is Trevor Taylor. Trevor is an educator at the Oklahoma Museum Network. This is such a cool job because he develops shows not for one museum, but for a whole network of like 5 museums, and then they pass these shows around. It is awesome. He is going to be doing something called the physics of fluids. Oh. We want to get a lot of folks over here, so whistling, shouting, getting the crowd over here. Let's hear it for Trevor.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. It's kind of warm up here. I didn't want to like button up all the way to the top. Wow, what a pleasure to be up here for all of you guys. It's not every day that you get to do a physics demonstration for Steve Spangler and Albert Einstein. So I want to get started here. So everyone that has done physics demonstrations of any capacity is probably familiar with this classics Bernoulli's principle demonstration. I'm going to take a ping pong ball and I'm going to use the fast-moving air from my hair dryer to create areas of low pressure. So the outside pressure is going to push in on that ball and keep it steady. I can, sometimes, I'm actually really terrible at this, but sometimes you can even get the ping pong ball to tilt, and that Bernoulli's principle will actually hold that ping pong ball in place. So we were messing around with this probably about a year ago, and we wanted to develop a really, really great physics demonstration. So we were just trying some old classics to see what we could come up with. I always go to Steve's stuff to kind of start from there because he does such great work. And he suggested using these tubes, right? So I gave it a shot, set my ping pong ball there, and I took this tube and shot up in the air, right? I'm not going to worry about those. So I got to thinking, what would happen if I made that tube longer? So I duct tape, right? So I got my ping pong ball all set up, and I got that tube a little longer. And when it hasn't been crumped in your suitcase halfway across the country, it actually goes higher. Let me try one more time. So put this in here. It's not going to work, but it's fine. Sometimes it doesn't. That got me thinking. So I'm actually just like a 9-year-old boy at heart. It's like, if I can shoot up in the air, I can shoot it vertical too, right? So this is actually a cannon, and we can pop it in the air. So then, like, the extension from this to, like, I need more power was like not a huge jump. So I got a leaf blower. I made it really long. So when you have a great idea for a science demonstration, the first thing that you want to do is sit down and make a list of materials and then go to the store and lose all that momentum, right? Nope. No, you want to start really, really quickly. So I grifted this off of a hovercraft. Some of you guys seen that tube where it's in a bag and it's rolled up and then you pull it out and it's really, really long? It's fluorescent light protectors. That's what this is. And then several years ago, my boss did a demonstration where she used liquid nitrogen to blow up a bunch of ping pong balls. She had a ton of ping pong balls laying around already. So I just grabbed a bunch of stuff, threw it together, and this is what we ended up with. And we're going to see if this is going to work here. So we're going to up our power this is not necessarily just a Bernoulli's principle demonstration anymore. We're just getting that force of the air behind our ball. So from there, it's like, man, what can I do to make this thing fire really, really quickly? So I made a hopper. So now we've got several balls. So at this point, I'm feeling really, really good about this demonstration. So I have one of the assistant director. I've never got one over on her ever. I'm like, this is the chance. I'm going to get one over on her. So I'm like, Eileen, could you come into the back room? I've got something I want to show you. So I'm snuck up back here. And then we get ready to go, and I'm getting it all loaded up. And I'm like, it just falls out the back. To which she smiled and walked out of the room. But she came back and she helped me figure out how I can move forward with this. So what we need is a way to block off the other end. Now this is really exciting because it's not just going to be gravity that's going to be feeding my ping pong balls down into my minigun. The air not being able to escape this way is actually going to flow back and feed my ping pong balls into my tube. If you guys thought science sucked, you wouldn't be here. Science blows. So, I'm sorry. So let's see if we can get this to work. You know what? I don't want to do this part. Does anyone want to try this? Like, serious? Do you want to try it? Okay, go ahead. Come on up here. Give her a round of applause. Hey, Thomas. Come on over. So, what's your name?
I'm Noreen.
Noreen, Trevor. Nice to meet you. I don't have any safety goggles for you, so if it gets kind of out of hand, can you just cover your eyes? Okay, I'm just kidding. It'll be perfectly fine. So, Noreen, what I wanted to do initially was have a hula hoop. And I was going to have you hold it, and I was going to hold it, and you were going to shoot these through the hula hoop. And a hula hoop is really, really difficult to get across the country with. So I came up with I needed to have something that would collapse and that I could pull back out. So Thomas is going to help me out over here. So I found out something that I could collapse, but I could pull out and still make a target with. And Noreen, you're going to help me, okay?
Okay.
So while Thomas is setting those up, we're going to come right over here. I've got duct tape stuck to me. So right over here, we're going to have you fire this off.
Okay. This is what we do.
If you can't tell from the duct tape, this is a prototype. So we're going to tilt this way here. And so whenever you're ready, you're gonna turn that on. Go ahead. You got really, really close. Give Noreen a round of applause. So the last thing that I want to show you guys with this, I think that there's a lot of possibilities for like a Ghostbuster style backpack to go on the back. Because like I said, if we cap off the end of this will actually pull up through the tube. And you guys may not have been convinced, so I wanted to show you guys that. So I'm going to put this tube just like this, and we're going to see if we can't get some of these ping pong balls to travel up the tube just by the blowing going out this direction here. Thomas, I'm going to actually have you hold the gun over here. So we're going to put it all the way down in the tube here. So what I'd like to get is something that's agitating in the bottom and feeding these into it. Then I can have a backpack, then I can shoot hundreds of these at a time. You guys are very, very capable makers and tinkers, so I bet if you wanted to try something like that, you could probably figure it out. But let's see what happens here. But yeah, you guys get the idea.
Nice job. Let's hear it for Trevor Taylor.